By now, you may already know that a narcissist controls you through your emotions, but what if I told you that a narcissist puts you in a covert hypnotic trance and influences your decision making process by triggering an emotional recall to force compliance and make you do what they want you to do? But how do they do that? And what does the term emotional recall mean in this context? Let's understand and get answers to these questions in today's episode. Hi, I am Danish, a narcissistic abuse recovery professional. In this episode, we'll be understanding how a narcissist uses emotional recall and revivification to trap you. If that sounds interesting and you want to learn more, please make sure to subscribe by pressing the subscribe button and push that bell icon to stay updated with every latest episode. Also, if you're listening to this episode on a podcast channel, make sure to subscribe and follow as well. Let's first begin with understanding what emotional recall is for us to know how a narcissist uses it against you. Emotional recall happens when you relive and re-experience the same emotions you felt at a certain point in the past when an emotionally charged event took place. When having an emotional recall, the revivification of the emotions felt in the past brings them to the present and you feel like you're in the original moment again. It is a form of time travel that regresses you to a pre-lived state, changing your thoughts and ultimately influencing your behavior and decision-making process. A simple example of this could be you remembering a strong positive or negative memory so vividly that you feel the same way you felt earlier. In other words, it's a flashback. Now let's understand how a narcissist uses it against you and weaponizes the elicited emotions to change your decision. When a narcissist sees that you have made your mind about something, for example, leaving, and nothing is going to change it, they intentionally and selectively bring up memories from the past to change your feelings towards them and the relationship. This revision of history reminds you of the times when you were extremely affectionate towards them, when you took care of their needs, when you gave them chances, when you never said no, when you promised not to leave them, when you two felt very close to each other, when you gifted them birthday cards with heartfelt messages written in them, when you got pregnant and were so happy about starting a family, and so on. They remind you of every single thing they know you are attached to amplify your emotionality and fog your judgment so that you do not leave them. They may send pictures of you two together or with the whole family. They might bring out perfumes, clothes, gift cards, text messages, and other stuff to gaslight you into thinking that the decision of leaving is not actually yours and you do not want to truly leave. That the relationship issues aren't so bad and can be resolved. They attempt to trivialize their abuse and amplify your positive feelings towards them. They can be all lovey-dovey or quite passive-aggressive while doing this stuff, but why the different approaches? You will know in a minute. Let's look at how this emotional revivification impacts you and what do you end up doing. First thing is quite obvious. You feel very sad and start missing them intensely and miserably. The second thing that happens is that you get confused and you start questioning your motives, your decision-making capability. You ask yourself, have I got it all wrong? Do I need to reconsider everything? You feel other emotions as well depending on their approach. If they are passive-aggressive and all victimy, you feel guilt. You feel sorry for them and you feel like you are making a mistake and you are hurting them by leaving. As planned by the narcissist, you decide to give it a try one more time and probably the final time to see if it gets better. If they're love bombing you and combining it with the emotional recall, you get sucked in quickly because of your emotions and their fake change. You lose touch from your rationality and they become the wind that directs your life and your decisions. At the same time, in the heart of your hearts, you know you are doing something wrong by breaching your moral code and going against your moral values. You unconsciously and unintentionally betray yourself once again, and that creates a lot of hatred directed towards self. You hate yourself for overstaying or falling for it again, and that is where the confusion Am I the narcissist as well because I played their game? Comes from. You blame yourself for not doing the right thing and then you get stuck in the loop of guilt and regret. But if you resonated with this episode, I want you to know that the dynamics of these relationships are quite complex and you did not have enough control to decide otherwise, to choose and to act. Please be compassionate towards yourself. Do not punish yourself for someone else's doing. That was it for this episode. I hope you found it helpful, and if you did, please make sure that you share this video, drop a like and share a comment as well to let me know how you felt. I will talk with you very soon in the next one. Till then, let the healing begin.